The world that they offer you is gray and promises dystopian control. They offer you safety and security purchased with the currency of your freedoms. But on this channel, we say absolutely not. The warmth and freedom of individual liberty will pass on from us to the next generation, and it starts right now. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix both of those bad boys together. And guys, you know, it's not very often I get to tell you about the ATF not only changing a rule that favors now the gun world, but also apologizing for said rule under the Biden administration and then encouraging those who were affected in a negative manner to reapply because we kind of screwed up. That doesn't happen a whole lot. So we're going to cover that right now. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. You guys single-handedly are beating the YouTube censorship algorithm. So please continue to make sure you are not unsubscribed. And if you're new, jump on the train because we have got freedom to spread. All right. So this video might be a little bit of a quicker one, but I wanted to get this out before tonight's video. This is kind of like a midday snack, if you will. So we're going to jump over to my X profile, at BradenLOA. Make sure to follow me. We are grinding towards 20,000 followers over there. But I want to jump into this here. Congress needs to repeal all federal infringements, then we abolish the ATF. Now, what Gun Owners of America is retweeting here is a Zero Hedge article, which I'm going to dive right into. Okay, and again, this might be a little shorter of a video, but this is really important to me. ATF launches new era of reform and encourages revoked gun dealers to reapply. Now, before I dive too deep into this, I just want to say something, at least my opinion. You guys can let me know if you agree, disagree, or your thoughts down in the comments field right down there. I don't think that should stop at revoked gun dealers get the opportunity to reapply. I think that should probably go to the next step of, hey, revoked gun dealers, why don't you go ahead and reapply, and we thoroughly expect your lawsuits quickly. Because honest to God, what happened were the people who were victimized by the Biden zero tolerance policy, which I'm about to show you a few things that is no longer a thing at the ATF, yet they were victimized to the point where they were run out of business. That is mental and emotional stress, that is fiscal harm, that is business harm, that is generational harm. Yet sue the crap out of them. And this is not legal advice, that's just my personal opinion. These people made it a point to go out of their way to change the levers of power in Washington, D.C. through the executive bureaucracies to make people's lives miserable and shut down their businesses by changing the rules under their feet. They were shut out of business, and now the ATF, and it's no longer under that leadership, goes, you know what, it's okay, let's just get the people who were revoked, get them back in here, reapply, all's fair, right, we're all friends. No, we're not. These people went through hell because of political persecution, in my book. And honestly, they should be compensated for that, in my opinion. We get compensation for everything else. Some dude gets called a chick. Oh my God, the world's ending. Here's $10 million. I mean, like, good God. These people's businesses were destroyed. All right, let's dive into this. Those are my thoughts. So as you can see, everything is linked. ATF launches new era of reform, encourages revoked gun dealers to reapply. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives has just announced that it is ushering in a new chapter. Excuse me. I get choking on the bullshit. That it's ushering in a new chapter of transparency, accountability, and partnership within the firearms industry on its official webpage. And there it is. The ATF launches new era of reform. And as you can see, it's encouraging any federal firearm licensee that had their licenses revoked or surrendered under the enhanced regulatory enforcement policy to reapply. Those applications will be judged over the new administrative action policy. It's total crap it was taken out in the first place. These people were directly targeted and victimized by their federal government at the behest of the executive branch underneath Biden and all of his cronies who directly targeted them because they didn't like the Second Amendment or the people who helped the supply chain. They were targeted for destruction. This should be more than just, we should reapply. This should be, yes, sorry, here's a little something for your trouble. Anyway, let's continue. The most notable of these changes, the ATF has invited those federal firearm licenses to have their licenses revoked by the Biden administration's zero tolerance policy to reapply and have their license restored. This change is apparently in accordance with President Trump's executive order protecting Second Amendment rights. Which, and there's the executive order, and I'm down with the executive order protecting Second Amendment rights. What really irks me is these people are on a knife's edge. So what? This administration comes in and you get to reapply, but the next administration comes in and you get ousted again? That's not how you create a stable market. That's how you create an executive market based on the whims of the executive itself. This is not healthy. Anyway, let's continue. This is an excellent start to improving the lives of gun owners and dealers, but not to worry. Gun Owners of America is still working on the complete and total abolishment of the ATF, starting with the repealing of laws that give agencies power to regulate, which I'm totally down with. But the bottom line at the end of this video, the end of the day, GOA's Senior Vice President Eric Pratt had this to say. This new chapter marks a rare and welcomed shift as ATF is finally working to repair the damage it's done, encouraging wrongly targeted dealers to reapply and pledging to stop inventing laws out of thin air. Will be a breath of fresh air for gun owners nationwide. That said, GOA remains committed to the complete abolishment of the ATF. I think it needs to go further. And you guys can tell me what you think in the comments below if I'm like way out in left field or not. But these people were victimized by their own government, by their own president, by their own executive branch through the enforcement agency of the ATF. I mean, it really is asinine that it even occurred, and they need to be compensated, in my opinion. But you can jump over there on X at BradenLOA. You can let me know what you think in the comments on this one, and just join the party because we have got some freedom to spread. And I really want to know what you guys think in the comments on this video, and also when you are jumping over there on X. So I will see you on the next video tonight. We're going to dive into the suppressor stuff a lot heavier, right around 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I will see you guys on that live. I'm Braden. Later.